Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I wanted to talk about what my channel is going to be about exactly. And so my channel is going to be about business, and sure, you hear about business all the time, business, 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 what can you do? But this channel is going to be more inspirational. Now, I will give you exact numbers on what I've earned. I will give you my contact information to the vendors and the suppliers that I use. I will give you step by step on how I've been able to stay in business for 20 years. I've been doing this since I was 19 years old, and that's probably too much information on how old I am, but I've been doing this a long time, and all of the changes that I had to make indirectly and directly, coming up with ideas. And it's so funny how you come up with an idea and it never goes the way you say. And I mean, not even close. But a lot of times you're able to still make some kind of change or make some kind of step with just a little bit of a piece of the motivation that you got from your failed idea. And so I wanted to talk about that because I've done a lot of things that have gotten me to different places, have opened the door and allowed me to meet people that have been able to be instrumental in my success. And I want to talk about how those things have helped me as well. And so, as you can see, you'll see a bunch of different content about, my hobbies, things that I've used to help with mental health, staying strong through the lows, and, feeling triumphant through my high times, and understanding that there are just highs and there are just lows, and there are just highs and there are just lows, and this is how it goes. And especially now when we're in this day and age where we're in like the Jetson era, where things are becoming more digital. And as a service provider, someone that makes my money standing behind the chair and providing you a service, it's difficult to make our way to the digital podium, but it's required. And what I also feel is required is that as business owners, to all of you out there that happen to come across my channel, I feel that in this day and age, we need to learn to evolve together, to mentor each other, to motivate each other, and to form alliances with each other to help us survive, because times are changing, and to be a lone wolf out there is difficult, more difficult. Can you make it? Struggling, crawling, through the mud. But, there's light on the other side if you still have to do it that way. But obviously, you're stronger together than you are apart. And I hope to meet those great people one day. So first things first, here's the draft. The draft is this. Can you make 6 figures doing hair? Absolutely. Can you make 6 figures in a small state, alone, by yourself, without a lot of startup money? Yes, you can. But the first thing you need to do is you need to understand how to break that number down. So 6 figures, let's start here, is $100,000 a year. And it's $8,350 a month. That's a lot. And so we go down even lower. It's $2,090 a week. And we can break that down even further to it's $420 a day for 20 days. Because I know everybody's not going to work every day like I did. But it's $420 a day. Can you make $420 a day in our society? Absolutely. Easy. And so let's do it together. First things first.
I get so caught.
Hi guys, so this is my first video about how to start your business. And the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a building. And so how are you going to get this building? The first thing you need to do is you need to find a building that has a private owner. And the reason why I say you should strive to find that is because you're able to connect with this person. You know, you're not talking through someone's lawyer. You're not talking through a property manager where they're just like, these are the rules and there's no flexibility in it whatsoever. And if you have a professional approach, not a business plan. See, I haven't even talked about having that. You just need to have a professional approach and have a professional look when you're going in, and being able to express to the person exactly what you want to do with the space. And so if you're able to do that, you need to be able to get that person to believe in you and to get you a rent that is fixed. A fixed rent amount, which means there are no other fees attached to that rent. You will find when you go to shopping centers or things like that, they have other fees like cam charges. These charges vary. So 1 month they could be a certain amount, and another month it could be a certain amount. Then you will even get some people say, well, the cam charges are fixed, where you're paying their insurance, their fire insurance, their property tax, and the landscaping, common area fees. They'll say, oh, well, they're fixed. Listen, do not get yourself into a situation like that. They'll be fixed for 12 months, and then they'll send you a letter and they'll say, well, it's going up this year because the property taxes went up. The first thing you're going to need is a building that has a fixed rent, so you know exactly what your expenses are, period, that month. So your phone, your rent, your lights, everything you need to operate, you need to know what that fee is. That's the first thing. The moment you do that, you're on your way to becoming successful in your business.